The Allman Brothers Band were the people's band. Here's a reading from the Book of Duane, Play All Night, Duane Allman and the Journey to Fillmore East. It's unclear exactly when the ABB decided to issue a double album of new and older songs. Ultimately, the caliber of the March 1971 Fillmore East performances and recordings made the decision an easy one. A single album would have made sense, but Walden argued the band's performances warranted more, and he fought to release a double album. I told Wexler that our Fillmore East live album would have to be 2 LPs and contain at least one 16-minute song, Walden said. Not every note is vital to our heritage, replied Wexler. The boys are pure artists, and that's what it's got to be, Walden argued. Jerry agreed. He understood. What he understood, Wexler later added, was that I had never heard a guitarist I found as satisfying as Duane. Walden then presented an additional demand. Our image is that this is the people's band. Music is for the people, and therefore we want to make this specially priced. He wanted to sell the double album for the cost of a single record. Wexler relented only after Walden agreed to cut a deal on song publishing for the 3 original Allman Brothers Band songs on the record, in memory of Elizabeth Reed, Hotlanta, and Whipping Post. Walden's gamble paid off, and at Fillmore East became the breakthrough the band, its manager, and Atlantic Records had long sought. Trucks recounted 2 years of playing every city in the country. We built a following. When that live album came out, that's what everybody was waiting for. The album was as near a representation of the band's live performances as possible. The band had not yet found themselves in the studio, Walden said, but they had in front of live audiences, where they had more freedom. They opened up. They weren't a 3-minute cut band. At Fillmore East gave the ABB the opportunity to stretch out. No record is as good as hearing the band live, Tony Glover wrote, but Fillmore East comes close to capturing the feelings they generate. Here's a little more on the People's Band from Phil Walden himself. Vitamin ABB, the People's Band. Trust me, I'm a doctor.
We wanted to make it a double LP. Jerry Wexler said, this is nonsense. You got cuts on this thing 25 minutes long. You've got to edit this thing, cut it down to a single album, and otherwise we're not going to put it out. And I said, now let me tell you the other part of this thing. I said, our image is that this is the people's band. Music is for the people, and therefore, we want to make this specially priced. He said, specially priced? What do you mean? I said, we want to sell it for $6.98. He said, you are crazy. When that album came out, it was a massive, massive hit.
There are not many critics that wouldn't rank that as one of the best live albums in the canon.
This was really an expression of their region, of their environment, their culture. For the first time in rock, Southern guys were making the music and living in the South.